Hi everyone. Let's get cracking with this one. I've started, so I may as well do the next bit as well. When last we met, we were in the midst of Minerva's Aegis being made by the Cyclopes and the chariot of Mars being made, and then we had Vulcan, who has just been convinced to make weapons for Venus's son, Venus's wife's son, Aeneas. Tolite cuncta inquit. Put away everything, tolite cuncta, he said, coeptos afferte labores, and stop afferte, so stop everything, he said, and put away afferte, all the work that you have begun. Cyclopes of Etna, turn your mind hook to this. Arma acri facienda viro. Arms for a brave warrior must be made. That's a great sentence. Arma cri facienda viro. So arms must be made for a brave warrior. Nunc, now you need your viribus, your strength. Don't forget, it's not vir meaning man. Now you need your strength. Now you need rapid hands. Now all your masterful magistra arte spirit, praecipite, put away delay. It's a great sentence. That's like you all doing your revision. Put away delay, praecipitate moras, nec plura effatus. He spoke no more, but they with speed all bent down to the work. But they quickly all bent down to the work. Sortiti, there's some enjambement for you, Aeson, having allotted the work equally. Good workers, look at them all working together. Fluid. Bronze and golden ore flows in streams. Ice, metallum, Audi, bronze and golden ore flows in streams, and the vulnificus, what a good word, and the wounding steel is melted in the vasta fornice. Liquiescence, that's a nice noun, isn't it? And the steel that wounds, vulnificius, personification there. The steel that wounds. Yeah, the steel that wounds melts in its vast furnace. Ingentem clipeum informant. I was trying to work out there whether or not you could almost say that it was synecdoche, the steel that wounds, or a transferred epithet. Anyway, we can figure that out in class. Don't get distracted. Ingentem clipeum informant. They shape a huge shield. You know what this shield's going to be. They shape a huge shield. I'm actually focused just more on my translation. I know I'm not underlining things on this, but I hope you can just follow me as we're going through. They shape a huge, ingentem, I'll do it for old time's sake. They shape a huge shield, unum omnia even with the elision. They shape a huge shield to confront alone all, literally one against all the weapons of the Latins. What a good line. They impediunt, they weld it sevenfold, orbibus orbis, circle upon circle. More enjambement, Aeson. Ali ventosis. Some, with panting bellows, make the blast, literally receive and put out blasts of air, auras. Ali, others, dip, tingunt, the stridentia, the hissing bronze, nice onomatopoeia, I reckon, there, in the lake. Others dip the hissing bronze in the laku, in the lake. The anthrum, the cavern groans under the impositis in cudibus, under the anvils that have been laid upon it. They, illi, they, with their multa vi, more of this word strength, there with their mighty force, now one, now the other. Look at the rhythm here, we'll talk about it with the spondaic beating rhythm. Now one, now the other, raise, they, amongst themselves, raise with mighty force their arms in numerum. What about in beat? That might be quite good. Well done me. In beat, and they versantque, and they turn the metal with versantque tenaci forcipe, and they turn the metal in gripping forceps, in gripping tongs. While on the Aeolian shores the Lord of Lemnos speeds on this work. Note the contrast of the two places. Virgil does love a vignette, a distraction, a contrast back to this God between gods and humans, between the forging and the action here to the mellow morning. Anyway, that's more stuff that I'm not meant to be talking about. Come on. While on the Aeolian shores, pater Aeolis, while on the Aeolian shores, the Lemnius, the Lord of Lemnos, speeds on this work. This is where he was banned to when he was banned by Jupiter from the heavens. While on the Aeolian shores, the Lord of Lemnos speeds on his work. So while on the Aeolis, Oris, on the Aeolian shores, the Lord of Lemnos, the Father of Lemnos, speeds on this work. The kindly light, Alma, that's where we get alma mater. Alma lux, the kindly light and the morning songs of birds beneath the eaves. Woke Evander from his humilitecto, from his humble home. Lots of humble stuff. Remember, have the courage to disregard wealth, everyone, that we talked around about half an hour ago. So, the kindly light and the morning songs of the birds beneath the eaves of the Volucrum, the morning songs of the birds beneath the eaves, woke up Evander from his humble home. Consurgit, he gets up, the old senior, the old man gets up, clothes his limbs in a tunic, tunica inducita artus, his limbs are clothed in a tunic, and he wraps his feet in Tyrrhenian, he circumdat pedum, he wraps his feet in Tyrrhenian sandals. Then, to his side and shoulders, he buckles his Tegean sword, then on his side, on his lateri, and his umeris, and his shoulders, he buckles subligat his Tegean sword. He twists back the panther's hide, twisting back. Demisa ab laiva pantherai. He twists back the panther's hide that drooped from the left. So that's where he needs to have his sword, is on the left. That's an interesting sort of thing. I guess that makes sense right-handed, doesn't it? Nec non Laetotes. Furthermore, the two dogs, the Gemini Canes. Moreover, two guardian dogs go ahead of him from the high threshold and follow their master's steps. Literally, nor do they not, that's why it's Laetotes nec non, nor do they not, as in they certainly do, and certainly the two canes, dogs, follow as custodes. go ahead of him from the high threshold. 2 dogs accompany him. Ab alto limine, from the high threshold. The 2 dogs accompany him, and they follow the steps of their master. Hospitis Aeneas the hero, made his way, Petebat. Aeneas, the hero, made his way mindful, memor, mindful, sermonum, so mindful of his words. So the hero, Aeneas, made his way, Heros Aenei, the hero of Aeneas, made his way, mindful of his words and of the service of the Muneris that he has promised. To the secluded lodging of his guest. I messed that up. To the secluded lodging of his guest Aeneas. That's right. I was trying to figure out why Aenei was in the genitive. Change all what I said. I'm a fool. So, towards the sedem, this is Evander we're talking about. So, towards the lodging of his hospitis, of his guest Aeneas, the hero, Hyperbaton here, delaying it. That's what confused me. It was the Hyperbaton confused my translation. Heros delayed till the end. The hero, Petebat, made his way to the secluded lodging of his guest Aeneas. The hero made his way, mindful of his words and of the service promised. As he's promised men, he's promised an alliance. Nor did Aeneas, Agebat, nor was Aeneas going any less, Litotes here, any less early. Look at them. So purposeful and dynamic. Nec minus, no less early was Aeneas. Agebat was Aeneas going. With this one was walking his son Pallas, as in this is now Evander. Note the juxtaposition. With that one was going his companion Achates. Achates is the companion of Aeneas. Meeting, congressi, they join their hands and they sit down, residunt, amongst the dwelling, in the dwelling. And at last, tandem fruuntur, they rejoice in the free or in the open conversation. Very well done, everyone. Whoo-wee, that was good. Well done. I'll see you all on Monday. Bye-bye.